the issues won't just go away because we now have to get onto a subject of another issue of statutory payments. National health insurance scheme. Hospitals in the Volta region are up in arms. They're saying, National health insurance scheme, you owe us so much, please pay us our money because we can't foot our bills, electricity, water, and other utilities. I mean, those are the two main utilities, right? Now,
you see, at all indications that the economy is not being managed well.
No, please don't spell doom.
No,
I keep telling you, Kinsley, don't
we are facing facts. Please, allow me to face facts. This is an economy that is gaining so much in terms of resources, and yet every sector of the economy is suffering. And when you ask, they say, oh, that we have problem. Where is the problem? I mean, when you are not able to manage your resources, the basic management of economy is, I mean, at every level of basic economics will tell you that at every level of your life, there's scarcity of resources. It is your ability to manage the scarce resources to get the best out of it that actually shows your prowess. So if we have an economy that has increased in size so much so that resources are coming in, and yet basic things like statutory payment, education, health, we cannot meet. And all we are saying is that, oh, we have problems, we have challenges. For Christ's sake, we can't educate our people. We can't provide health services. You go to the hospital, people are dying. People are dying because of the doomso. And the fact that government as a policy has decided that every facility to pay their own, utility cost. Those days, the bills were being paid by government at the center. Today, every facility has to pay its own bills. So if you don't have money to pay...
So they have to pay from their generated revenue?
Yes. I can talk for BBN Hospital. I think last year, I was approached that...
I like you. You have so much fat from your area.
They were owing over 200,000 Ghana cedis.
You're sure?
To water. This is not electricity, water. Such that I was thinking of using my common fund to drill a borehole for them.
Oh, your common fund is only about 30,000 Ghana cedis. Oh, has it increased? How much is it now?
It's supposed to have increased, but it didn't come, and then they managed.
How much is it now, your common fund?
No, it's not stable. It's a percentage of whatever goes to the assembly. Okay. Yeah. So that one you cannot be sure until they pay.
How much did you last receive?
The last one was, I think, about 40,000 or so.
Yeah, because I think the last I interacted with you people was...
So if we have all these challenges, and especially so for hospital, for Christ's sake, even people recently you've been reporting on your channel, people dying.
From what? Dying from what? What did you report?
Doomso. I mean, you reported a lady who went to give birth, and then the child had to die because there was no power.
Yes, true.
You go to hospital, some nurses have to use the torchlight from their phones to take your details, just because there's no light. When there's plant or a generator, there's no money to buy fuel into the generator. Because the IGF that they are supposed to use for some of these things is coming from health insurance. The health insurance is in arrears for over 7 months for some of the hospitals. They are not allowed.
It's not the fault of the health insurance, is it?
Oh, but the health insurance, there's a specific source of finance for it.
Yes.
And
it's from the Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Finance needs to
go. So everything goes to the government. Yeah. Why is the government not releasing that money?
But you know the reason why. You know the reason why.
What is the reason why?
Because
and now we go and do another act that we are taking
just want to go to
money from that side. No, it's not Black Star. We are taking money from there.
John doesn't want you to go to Black Star.
I don't have a problem.
Now, George, at what point do we have to say, for example, hospitals in the Volta region, some hospitals or even just 30,000 Ghana cedis in electricity bills, water bills 10,000, and they can pay.
Let me tell you what you see. Let's face facts, and on this, I'm sure that what I'm going to say would bring such a backlash. But
from who?
Many people listening who work in hospitals. But let me tell you what, me, from where I sit, I have resolved that it's only the truth that I'll say. Look, if gas hospitals were managing their IGFs well, they will not get to where they are. And I have evidence that the last time the Bishop of Ho came to Amfrega, I raised the issue of even our hospital, how the administrator was managing the hospital. And we have evidence. There are petitions from doctors who work in the hospital. There are petitions from nurses and staff who work in the hospital.
So you're saying it's
medicines that is meant for treatment is being started to private pharmacies. IGF that they are getting is being used and not being accounted for. We are doing our best, even as an individual, even as him. Last year I used about 49,000 of our health insurance support money.
You get health insurance
yes,
support, then
to
you
buy,
get the stress.
To buy to furnish the offices completely of the district health directorate. So some of these things that they should be doing with the IGF, we are picking it up. We are picking it up. So I am saying that the regional director himself should sit down and monitor properly. I agree that some of the money are not coming on time. I have my father-in-law who has a hospital, so he has problems with the delivery. I'm saying that when we are faced with challenges, even the little that comes, we should learn to manage it. The second thing is that we are talking about light, we are talking about yes,
payment of utility bills.
Yeah, utility bills, maybe for Kolebu, for other people. But in some of the rural areas, they don't even have pipe. So the issue of 10,000, 11,000 won't happen. Some, even for now, I remember Tokome Health Center, we are trying to do
those are not the ones who are cited.
Yeah, but I'm saying that let's not.
You're just passing the buck.
I'm saying that let's not.
You're trivializing.
No, let's.
It's a very serious issue. Yes.
Roland, you see, let's be very frank. He's talking about nurses using torchlight.
But that's true. It's been reported.
Please, Roland. Let's not. You see, this is what we do, and we miss the big picture. Even people have hospitals to go to for torchlight to be used. There are several people who don't even have hospitals at all.
Is that an excuse?
Please, I'm not. Please. I'm saying
those
that.
who have and
I'm
can't
saying
pay
that.
utility
So
bills,
when we have, and we have little resources, let's manage it properly. Whilst we wait for our statutory payments to come, because when they come, they'll be used to pay for drugs and other things.
Okay, that's very simple. Do you think that if we don't have, and so we have the little, we should manage it, then do you think that spending 17 point something on the Black Stars in this period was a good thing?
Roland,
okay,
you are being
no.
You are being, you see, you are being cynical in this thing. But
I'm not being cynical.
No, and I'm saying that
cynical.
This agenda will not work.
I don't have an agenda.
This agenda will not work.
Which agenda? There's no agenda.
Roland, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Should Black Stars go for tournament or not?
I'm a supporter of it.
No, I'm saying should they go?
Yes, they should.
And then who pays for it?
Do you want to beat
Who pays for it? Roland, who pays for it?
That's okay.
Let's be very candid.
Now, today is World Radio Day, and the theme for the year is to encourage children to be part of the whole discourse. I mean, of course, we have ministers and public officials and MPs like you and who would not want the media to be perhaps getting too much nosy into the affairs, etc. But the point is, how do we make sure we still promote free speech and encourage the young ones to be part of?
Thank you very much. But even before I go there, let me make a quick comment.
Radio.
You don't tell me what I talk about. Please, you are not the host. Blaming the hospitals, hospital management.
Will not do the trick.
Will not do the trick. Look, I have an audit.
World Radio Day.
I'm going to go to the World Radio Day, but it's all part of the free speech. I have about 2-3 clients from hospital clients, private, managed by the doctors themselves who own it, and I tell you, they are virtually on their knees. Because do you think that clinics? Yes, do you think that private clinic managing his own firm will also be reckless if even we assume and want to go by what he's telling us that the public managers are not doing well, and even if they are not doing well, it's a reflection of the top. If the top is not doing well, do you expect the down there to do well? But I am telling you, there are real problems that we should solve. It's not a matter of blaming management. Going to the World Radio Day.
Well, we should encourage children to be part of.
Well, I think it's not a bad idea. This morning when I was coming on
Joy FM,
I could hear
children,
and I was happy. It was fun. I mean, children also need to be introduced to some of these things, and I think it's better. It builds their capacity for the future. They are the future leaders. So if they get the training early, there's a key person in your environment who I happen to tutor somewhere. And I actually am one of the guys who encourage him to go into some of these things.
Sure.
Oh, very sure. I mean, I can mention the name.
I wanted George to comment, but George will not comment on this. And so,
look, Roland, this is so unfair.
Okay.
Roland, radio and children. I think there is an area that is key. Roland, we grew up to become who we are today because of radio. Why do I say that? Children's programs are missing. We spent all our time shouting at each other, on political issues that does not move us forward. Look, remember Skippy on GTV? Remember what do you call it? The English program in the morning, something English, and then everyday English.
It was my favorite program.
The French equivalent. And those days, even as a secondary school boy, I would listen to radio all the way to 10 because there was a program for school children where they would play "We Are Boys and Girls of the JS." These are the things that molded some of us today. Somehow capitalism has taken over our radio station.
Capitalism.
Yes,
You're talking about capitalism. You don't have spending money.
Yes, you do not have children's programs. We should fund 30% of our programming, and we'll be getting somewhere.
All right. So, George, that'll be it for now. You have to stay. We have an insert. We'll play, and then you give your commentary. I know that you have a lot of insight into the media.